Oh my goodness, you guys. It is story time. I'm about to pull over. My heart is like full of so much gratitude right now that I almost want to cry, but I'm not going to. So I posted a live on my channel today. It's been storming a lot in Sacramento. There's standing water and branches everywhere. I was doing a delivery this morning at a McDonald's in a low-lying neighborhood that the parking lot was very full of water. I went through the driveway to get out through a fairly big puddle that I probably shouldn't have. And either my car drug bottom or I ran over something, or something on the bottom of my car was already loose prior to going through the puddle, and the puddle just broke the camel's back. But I jarred something loose on the bottom of my car, something metal. And so as I was pulling out of the parking lot, my car started making a terrible noise, terrible. And I thought I had done something electrical because I just went through that puddle. I'd already picked up my McDonald's, so I have the order in the car. I was one exit away on the freeway, so I was trying to do two things: get the delivery dropped off and get as close back to home as I could if I was having an electrical issue with my car. So I got on the freeway. My car was making the most terrible noise I have ever heard. It sounded like 1,000 people screeching their fingernails down a chalkboard. It was insane. So I get off at the next exit. I roll down my window as I'm exiting the freeway, and I can tell that the noise that my car is making is something dragging. Not something electrical. And of course I was watching the panel on my car as I was driving, and nothing was changing. I wasn't overheating. I wasn't having any lights come up on the dashboard. And so then when I rolled down my window and I realized that I was dragging, I pulled over. Luckily there's like a business park right as I exit the freeway right there. You'll see it in my clips here in a second. I complete the delivery. So I call the customer. I'm 0.4 miles away from her house at this time, but now I have to walk. And so I call the customer. Again, I'll post the video in a second, but there's trees down everywhere on this street that I pull over on. I let the customer know that I'm close, but I have to walk to drop her delivery off. And she's like, "Are you okay? Are you sure you don't need me to just come and meet you?" And like, "No, I'm close. You know, I live in this neighborhood too, so I'm familiar with where you are. I'm just letting you know I'm going to be probably like 10 minutes late. And she's like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. I kind of expected her to meet me at the door when I got there, but no sign of her. So I drop off the McDonald's. I walk back to my car. It takes me like 10 minutes. I have Progressive insurance, so I schedule a tow truck. Mind you, there are cars stranded everywhere in my city right now. Cars in water, cars with huge trees laying on top of them. So I already know that my concern is going to be the lowest thing on the priority list, probably on the planet. So I schedule my tow, and it says the wait time is between 100 and 130 minutes. Luckily, you heard me right. 100 to 130 minutes. So between an hour and a half and over 2 hours. Luckily, the storm is broke right now. It's not raining. It's not windy. I was in a safe parking lot. I was just planning on working. I don't have anything else pressing. So if the stars couldn't have aligned better for the situation, for what happened, they did. So I was just going to wait it out. I was watching YouTube and texting my family, letting them know what was going on. So I'm updating the app, checking to see, how much longer until the tow truck gets here. And then I get a text saying, your driver has been dispatched. He's on the way. And the app said that it was still 68 minutes before the driver would arrive. So right after I get the text, then I get a phone call, and it's the tow truck driver. And he says he's confirming where I am. I tell him that I dropped the pin a little bit off, but I let him know where I am. He explains it back to me, which tells me he knows exactly where my car is sitting. He knows that there's a roundabout when you pull in that driveway. And I told him that's exactly where I am. I'm to the right of the roundabout. So he pulls up about 5 minutes later, and the app still says that I have a 61-minute wait for the tow truck. No, 61 to 91-minute wait. He pulls up. My plan, I had already contacted a body shop about 2 miles down the road, and so my plan was this guy was going to tow my car over to this body shop. He asks me what's going on. I had put it in the comments that something metal was dragging. So he asked me what's going on. I tell him. He said, it sounds like your dust plate. I don't even know what a dust plate is. He looks under my car and he says, it's your dust plate. It's not a big deal. I have the tools. Do you want me to fix it? So this guy jacks my car up, and fixes my car laying down in a wet parking lot. I'm so grateful, you guys. I'm so grateful. Good as new, I think. Quick. And I know that there's a lot of people out here that get extremely frustrated with this job, with delivery, with the people we encounter, with, you know, ungrateful customers, with merchants that aren't friendly, with other drivers on the road that are making bad choices. And I do my best to stay grateful every day because I know things could be a lot worse. And then, you know, something like this happens today where I have a guy, Jason from All Star Towing, who will lay down in the parking lot after we've had extreme weather and fix my car. I usually do not carry cash when I am delivering. I don't even know why, but today I had $20 in my pouch. And Jason didn't even want to take my $20, but I insisted. And I asked him permission before I started videoing, and I let him know that I had a YouTube channel. I just want everyone to know that there are good people out there, you guys. I know we all know that, but I know we also get caught up in the hustle and bustle of not feeling like things are always amazing in this economy. Not feeling like things are always amazing in this gig world because it's so unpredictable. This job is so unpredictable. And that's the circumstance today. Did I think something was going to go wrong with my reliable Honda today? Absolutely not. I try to be a super cautious driver and, you know, I try to treat my car really well. But I did something stupid. I went through a puddle and immediately, you know, something bad happened. But it worked out so amazingly. And I can't even begin to guess how much money Jason just saved me. I made a comment to him, you probably just saved me $200. And he said, I'm sure it was probably more than that. So friends of the gig world, if I could not give any other piece of advice than what I'm about to say right now, this is the one. While we're out here doing our thing, being our own boss, making our own hours, driving our own schedule, stay grateful. I promise you that energy comes back to you when you need it. And I feel like I just cashed in on some good karma today. Good as new, I think. Quick.